feed little male?
Yeah.
Wait. Sit. You know what to do.
All right, we are back at it. Happy Sunday. Streaming again. We got a fun one in store. Missed out last week. Was not feeling well. Didn't want to stream. Didn't end up streaming. All good. We're here. Per usual, we're starting with a cocktail. Why not jump right into it? It's my favorite part. We got a couple things here. This is for later. This is for the drink. One of these days we'll try something different here, but I wanted to do a kiwi vodka cocktail. I think that sounds fun. We haven't tried kiwi before. Also going to use a little ginger that I have sliced up here and keep that in there. We're going to blend it, add lime juice, add a little sweetener, strain it, add vodka, shake her up, have a good time with it. Is the plan at least. So let's get this guy kind of sliced and easy to deal with. Just cutting off the edges, and then we'll do just a quick little trim of the skin. Kiwis, I absolutely love kiwi. grew up eating it. It wasn't like an odd thing to ever eat, but it was like always so difficult to eat. You could peel it like I'm peeling it right now, but a lot of times I would just like slice it in half and then spoon out the insides. Until I think I was in college, and someone that I knew in college was like, I just eat the fuzzy part with it. And then I tried it, and it's really not that bad, and it's way it's like worth the non-effort. So next time you have a kiwi, just eat it like an apple. Don't skin it or peel it. Try it out. See what you think. Really not that bad. And I'm sure it's like more fibrous for you, obviously. All right, so we're just getting all these little kind of hairs off. In half, quartered, half again. Not too bad. Let's do this guy. It's a big chunk off. Oops. This one's a little firmer. Hopefully it looks ripe. Feels a little firm. I think we're blending it. All right, quartered and in half. All right, cool. All right, where's my lime? There's my lime. Let's do a slice for garnish. Not a very good one. A little garnish guy. And the rest of this will juice in here with my little reamer. We're not getting too crazy. We're not doing egg whites. We're not doing anything like that. We're just having a chill Sunday stream. A fruity little cocktail. All right, we're putting a little agave. Agave, I don't know. This is the blue. Normally get raw. I'm not sure the exact difference. Little water in there. But it is not as sweet as I remember it being. So that's why you saw me do quite a bit of agave in there. All right, we're doing a little blitz on this. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Let's just make sure you guys can see. All right. All right, we got our shaker, we got our little blend mix here. Let's pour that in there. I just put ice, otherwise, do our vodka. All right, where's my lids? All right, a quick shake. Can you say hi? Do you want to say hi? Oh, come here, buddy. Oh. The big fluff making the appearance. Look at that guy. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi. He'll come by again. Thanks for saying hi, buddy. He just got a bath yesterday, so he is fluffy, smelling good, feeling good. Love it. All right, we're doing a little float of seltzer. We got our strainer. Let's show you guys this. Need some help going down. Give it a little stir. All right, let's clean this up a bit. Made a mess and a half. Okay. All right, we had a little ginger in there and then a kiwi little spritz blend deal. Cheers to everyone partaking, hanging out with us here on Sunday. Woo! Brightness is there. Kiwi's subtle, but there in the background. Can't really taste the ginger, but I'm okay with that. It's just like a nice little kind of heat. I don't know. I'm into it. Nothing too crazy, but a good way to start off the stream. Cheers. All right, let's get down to business. What we are going to get going first is a blueberry rosemary pie. I never make sweets or desserts, so why not? I really do like making pie. Probably one of my favorites, dessert-wise, to make. Couple fun little tips and tricks that we'll show you along the way here as well, which will just make sure your pie isn't like a soup at the end of the day, and that it looks nice and tight and feels good, tastes good, all that fun stuff. So blueberry is one of my favorites. I love blueberry because it takes on other flavors really well. I've done a blueberry ginger before. I think rosemary seems right. It was rainy all weekend, so like a blueberry rosemary pie with this like kind of noodle soup that we're gonna make just seemed right. It's no longer rainy, but still feels right. So let's get the pie going first. It's gonna take a little bit longer, and then we can let it sit and chill and cool down while we get the rest of this going. So we have a stick of butter in here. Let's get this on. And let's get our sugar going. We're gonna do a half a cup of sugar to start. And then this is the kind of important part with the rosemary. To extract the flavor or the rosemary like essence or oil, you do need something that's the oil is gonna bind to. So water is not a great idea. Fat and sugar is always a great idea. So with that, we're getting our fat ready. I am taking one shortcut. I'm going to announce it now while no one's really here watching. And then throughout the rest of the night, we will all be in on the lie and the secret. But I did use or grab a store-bought pie dough, pie crust. Couple things about this. Pie crust is really stupid easy to make. It's literally flour, fat, and water. Little sugar, little salt maybe. But it doesn't ever... I'm not in love with the end product for the like effort involved, if I'm being honest. So I really do enjoy the kind of fake store-bought pie dough. I don't think there's one goddamn thing wrong with it, other than you get judged by others. So I've announced it. I've let everyone know. Moving forward, we made the pie dough earlier, off stream, letting it sit for anyone else. So while our butter is kind of coming up here, let's get our pie dough just on the pie tray or pie dish. This has been buttered already, as you can see, and we're just going to kind of roll this on top and get him ready for the filling later here. We also have our oven already preheated at 375. 375 is like my favorite oven temp. We'll knock it down a little bit at the end or after a little time in there. And I really just unroll it, try to get it as centered as possible. And then we're gonna push it up the sides and get it nice and even. Oops. Let's check our butter. All right, butter's looking great. Let's get our sugar in here. Half a cup of sugar with half a cup of butter. We have this on medium-low heat. And then we're gonna take, doing too many things at once here. Now we are gonna take just a couple sprigs of rosemary. You want nice and healthy and like fresh ones that aren't gonna like ditch their leaves so quickly. Reason being is we're gonna have to pick these out at the end, and it's annoying to pick out all of the individual rosemary leaves. So hopefully you can get one that's like nice and healthy and not old and brittle, falling apart on you. Just gonna let those do its thing. Back to the cutting board. All right, I'm back to just kind of pushing this up the sides. Try to make sure there's no air pockets. All right, and then we just take a knife and run this around the edges just to clean her up a bit. All right, so this is our pie crust in our little pan here. One final step, and then this guy's going in the fridge just to chill. I assume this makes a difference. I have no idea, but we always poke little holes. Theoretically, it makes sense to me, but like mathematics, or I guess chemistry, physics-wise, I have no idea if this helps. But it hasn't done me wrong in the past. Okay, so we got our little holes everywhere. That looks gorgeous. Into the fridge to stay cool. Let's look at our butter. Let's give this guy a little stir about. You can really smell the rosemary kind of coming apart here. Let's turn this a little bit lower. We really do want it to just do its thing. Get as much of the flavors kind of extracted from the rosemary in our little butter sugar mixture here. The heat is low. We're just going to let it kind of extract and make sure the sugar doesn't burn. And then also just let the butter and sugar kind of come together. Let's do a hit of salt. Cheers for those partaking. All right, while this is getting together, I am a streusel topping versus a like lattice little pie dough topping. So, one of the reasons is it tastes better. You get more kind of sugar involved, and then you get this like crispy, layered crust of just like gorgeous sugar, I guess. So we're gonna do our streusel topping, get that going here. One of the important pieces is cold, hard butter. So this butter was actually in the fridge earlier, so we're just gonna do down this center. It's still not as cold as I want it. Just back in the freezer for a couple seconds here. Doesn't hurt. All right, and now we are going to get the Cuisinart going. So you guys can see this. So we have in here, excuse me, brown sugar, white sugar, oh my God, flour and salt, cup of sugar or a cup of flour, half a cup of brown, half a cup of white, pinch of salt. This is just going straight in the Cuisinart. And let's get this guy combined. Oh, come on. This is going to be bad news. This feels like it's broken. I'm going to freak out, guys. Fuck. When did this break? Alright, I can get this to work. I just need a second. Motherfucker. fucking god. Alright. I think you guys missed all that. Cuisinart's obviously broken, apparently. The little knob to push down the thing to make sure it's engaged, whatever. Okay. So now we just add our butter in pieces here. It's nice and cold. Thank God that ended up working. Okay, now we have our flour, sugar, butter mixture. It's all nice and like milly, just like we want it here. This is going in the freezer. Okay, let's take a look at what we got over here. Got our rosemary, looking great. Been in there a while. Let's get as much of the sugar off of this as we can. I think all the little rinds, all the little rosemary leaves stayed on the stem. Worked out perfectly. All right. Next we have, I'm all over the place. That was a wild little issue there. Okay. We have our blueberries. It's been washed, strained. I ate half of them earlier today. All are going in there. And we're just going to mix these around, start kind of smushing them, let them release their juices. And then we'll end up blending this. But this is looking and smelling great so far. All right, let's do a little bit of cleanup here and mess consolidation. I needed cheers after that little stress creator. And kiwi ginger is fun. Okay. And start kind of smushing these. I just usually take a back of my fork or spoon. And just let these start releasing the water that's within them, kind of break up some of these sugar pieces. Oh, the rosemary is just screaming out of there. It smells so good. Smells so good. Okay. Still doing a moment for cleanup. Once we get the pie in the oven, then we'll start on the Burmese coconut milk noodle dish here. This is looking great. Another round of smashing. Turn our heat up. All the juices are coming out, starting to look purple. All right, let's get a couple things prepped while this is cooking. The Burmese coconut noodle soup dish, which is going to be our main, obviously. Asked for what I like to call like a slurry recently, at least. So basically, we're going to take some really fresh aromatics. We have our ginger here. We have some garlic, only doing 2 in there. And then a little bit of onion. Excuse me. Let's actually do a little bit more onion. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of fish sauce. About a tablespoon. A little bit of soy. About a tablespoon as well. And then a little agave. And then we blend this up as well. And this is going to be part of what we kind of deglaze with. Turn our heat down here. And this just adds like a really nice brightness that goes well with the sauteed version of pretty much the same ingredients here. So let's get this blended while we have all this out. And then I love just smelling this right after. Oh, it smells so good. All right, nice and bright there. Put some of this away. All right, let's look at our soup here, or our pie. I'm crazy. I'm losing my mind, guys. All right. So, there's a couple ways to make blueberry pie. Okay. One of the ways is to not crush the berries and have them whole and have it kind of drip out. Not my favorite. We're going to blitz the berries. We're going to make this like gorgeous kind of filling, and that's going to be what we slice into. It really helps with making so it doesn't all like just splat out at the end. We add a nice binder to it. And then the crusty top, the crunchy, sweet top is gonna be insane. So with that, we have these berries. They've released most of their juices. I've got as much of them crushed as I can without the little blitzer here. So let's get this guy going. Let's see if I can. All right, immersion blender. We're going on low. Got all of that blitzed and blended. Let's get as much off as we can. Okay. Let's get this guy in here. All right, so now we have this blueberry kind of almost compote, I guess, and we're going to use that as our filling. One of the things or like kind of tricks of the trade here is adding a little bit of flour as we go. So I have a half of a cup of flour here. I'm probably not going to use all of it. But we are going to use a fair amount. Maybe I do use all of it. We'll see. Let's take a little bit of water, thin it out. All right, we have our blueberry pie pretty much ready to go and fill here. Let's see, that's basically as thick as we want it. I turned the heat off, we're just like slightly reducing here. Let's get everything else ready to go. And get the pie filled up, ready to go here. Is this still hot? No. Okay. So we have our pie crust in the pan. It's been chilling. I think that's okay. This is hot. Whatever. I don't think it really matters. We're going right in here. Gonna kind of spread this around. So we have a nice even layer of our blueberry filling. Gorgeous. And now we take our streusel topping and start adding this in here. All right, let's take a look at that. Streusel topping, you can't see any of the filling. We love that. We're going in the oven, 375 for about 30 minutes. It's 37 after. We'll check it right at the top of the hour. And we should be in good shape here. All right, so hard part, kind of most effort-filled part, the pie in the oven. We're good to go with that. Let's get our Burmese noodle soup underway. I'm gonna get a cocktail refill. It's not gonna be as sexy as the last one, that's okay. All right, feel like I've done so much already. So this Burmese coconut noodle soup dish. This is something that Filbert and Jennifer actually showed me and kind of taught me about. Jennifer, her parents, or I think it's her mom, is from Burma. And they make this all the time. And then one day I tried making it. It was amazing. I've never had Jennifer or Filbert's version. Obviously, I haven't had Jennifer's mom's version, so I don't know how accurate this tastes, but I'm assuming we do a pretty good job. Let's get a little bit more on this. But this is a noodle soup. Coconut milk is a large addition to this. We're gonna do chicken as well as the protein. They also like traditionally have a boiled egg on this or in this dish. So let's get our water boiling actually, so we can get a few eggs going. And then it reminds me of like probably their version of like a low-key curry. That's like one of my absolute favorites to kind of play around with. So let's get this all started and kind of underway. We have our kind of slurry that I call this. And this was just our ginger, onion, garlic, soy sauce, fish sauce. And that is going to be something that we kind of deglaze with here and just like a flavor bomb hitter. The other aromatics we're going to obviously saute and get going how we usually would or would otherwise. We're going to do just a small dice on this. All right. We have a couple pieces of garlic here. We'll just do a fine, quick chop on this. All right. A couple of other unique pieces about this dish is it does have a thickening component. We're going to use garbanzo bean flour or chickpea flour. That's going to add just a small layer of flavor, as well as be our kind of thickening or binding agent on this here. So just something to kind of think about. Let's take a look at this pan I have on the burner. Looks dirty. I rendered out chicken fat from some of the chicken earlier, and that's what that's from. We're just going to use the residual fat and flavor. Let's add a little bit more, actually. Oh, you guys know me. Constantly rendering, saving fats. So we got a little bit of a chicken guy here. for that noise. Also just got some other neutral oil, raise our smoke point a little bit. Now, one of the other major flavoring components of this sauce, or of this dish, is it's seasoned heavily with turmeric and paprika. It's also going to give it a gorgeous flavor, or color, along with the obvious kind of flavor addition as well there. For the chicken, I have this thought. I haven't done it this way before, but I want to. Let's get the Tupperware out. Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a seasoning mixture here. And then we're going to do a heavy kind of dip of this chicken in the seasoning and bake it. At least in my head, that kind of sounds good and makes sense. So let's get some of the seasoning in here. All right, so we're obviously doing a lot of turmeric. Paprika, and this is paprika, not smoked paprika. Let's actually double check. Yes, not smoked. We hate smoked paprika. I don't know if you guys have ever run into that horrid herb or seasoning, but stay as far away from it as possible. Okay, we got our two kind of mains. I'm gonna do cayenne. We got onion salt. Coriander. Garlic. Ground mustard. Black pepper, and salt. Look at those colors. Looks gorgeous. All right, we'll get a mix on that here in a second. Throw these guys back. Leave those guys out. All right, our water for the eggs is boiling. Let's throw these guys in here. Devin's been on this weird ice kick where she makes like frozen orange juice ice cubes. I don't know. But all it means is that we have no ice in the house. We only have orange juice ones or like frozen cream ones. So. Alright, so we got some ice in here. This is just our ice bath for the eggs. Didn't see what time I put them on. 48 for about 7-8 minutes. Alright, let's look at our oil. Oil's looking good. Let's get our onions in. Did the garlic in there too, who cares? All right, salt, pepper, paprika, turmeric, all right. Moment for cleaning. All right, we said top of the hour we would check on it, on the pie. All right, we're getting a lot of things going right now. Here's the other thing we got. So this is our chicken dish. These are chicken thighs, obviously. We're gonna do a little bit of oil on top and on the bottom, and then grab the seasoning here and throw these on that. So let's do this so you guys can see per usual. A little oil. Okay. It's like a weird thing about me. I do like doing on the bottoms or non-presentation side. Typical seasoning, just salt and pepper, nothing crazy. I don't know if this is just me being a crazy person or if I'm fucking it up from the start, but I do the basic seasoning on one side, and then presentation side we'll do the heavy seasoning here. $48. I think I'm just gonna kind of rub these in, and then the last of this we'll just sprinkle on. Make sure they're just heavy seasoned. Okay. My hands are gonna be dyed orange, that's fine. All right, we're at 4 minutes on the eggs. All right, let's get our slurry in here. Using that as a slight deglazer. Woo! And then we'll add chicken stock here in a second. Check on our pie. Still coming up. I ran out of chicken stock, so this is like part stock, part water. Oh, looks like a good start to me. Alright, we are all over the place. This is some cilantro. We're gonna garnish But let's take the stems and do a little. All right. Pop this guy in here. And let's actually chop some of these up for our garnish. I do like the kind of rough chop of the cilantro. When it's too finely chopped, I feel like the flavor gets lost. Save that guy. All right, 5 plus 2 is 7. We're gonna do about 1 more minute on the eggs. Let's get those strained. All right, we're getting there. We are getting there. Where'd my drink go? $48 plus, yeah, we're at 7. All right. Let's get our water bath or ice bath that has no ice in it. All right, eggs in their quasi ice bath. Was there ice in the trays, babe? No, there wasn't, was there? All right, no ice in the trays. It is. It's a tough world out here for me. All right, we're looking good. We're cleaned up a little bit. Let's check on our pie. Gorgeous, lightly brown on the crust edges. So that's looking great. A couple more minutes and then we'll turn the broiler on. Finish those real quick. And then we can have some fun with this sauce. I'm excited about that. And wrap some of this up here. Now, I'm worried about our chicken and the pie flavors kind of melding together, but it's okay. All right, let's give this a preliminary little taste test. See how our flavors are coming along. A little bit more salt, but the background flavors are exactly what we're looking for. Has that nice umami from the fish sauce. Honestly, like really speaks well in this. What am I doing here? And then you have the turmeric and the paprika really, really hitting you. And then the onion flavor is just so good. And some ginger in the back. I won't lie. There is some ginger in the back there. Let's get this guy kind of all still coming together. And then we are going to finish it with coconut milk. And this is just going to add a really nice sweetness and color, obviously, to our dish here. So our chicken went in right at about 59 after, 58 maybe. Our pie is looking good. Let's do the broiler. Turn our heat down on this. Let's give it another taste. Super good. I do want like more heat, I think. Let's get a little cayenne. Start with that, nothing crazy. Just coming together. Say hi. Here comes the white puppy, the fluffy puppy. He's almost 30 pounds. He's getting a little too heavy to hold. But look at him. Look at how cute he is. Right? Look at him. We love the pup. We're here for the pup. Puppies and curry. Welcome to the stream. So docile. Are you sleepy? Are you sleepy? Hi. Hi. Alright. Pie's looking great. I'm gonna let that finish here in a couple minutes. Then we'll get the rest of this going. So far, so good though. Our noodles. Let's get our noodles going. How could I forget? So we have some just basic noodles. You know they're a little fancy when they have the little ribbons around them. So I like to grab these. But these, yeah, basic noodles. We'll drop these in a couple minutes. Excuse me, in the hot water. What am I doing? A couple minutes in hot water, strain them, let them do their thing. And then we'll end up plating with these. I'm struggling today, guys. I have no bowls. No clean bowls. How are we gonna have soup with no bowls? Figure something out. But yeah, not loving that right off the bat. Alright, let's get our little cilantro umami bomb out of here. He's been in there long enough. All right, let's get a blitz on this guy. Hopefully this goes well. I think I got enough liquid in here. Alright, only made a partial mess everywhere. But I'm really into blending sauces. We've talked about this before, but same with the blueberries, like the same thought process. Releases an insane amount of flavor. I highly recommend it. We had garlic and onion in there, nothing crazy. Blitz that, releases so much. You could strain this. I probably should strain this. Should we strain this real quick? All right, let's get a strain on this real quick. Why not? That's just gonna leave us with a nice, clean, kind of curry soup base here. Our pie is so fucked. Ooh. We're coming out a little crispy. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. All right, that is what we like to call rustic. 350 on our oven. Let our chicken finish. I'm only mildly upset, guys. Only mildly upset. All right, let's get our sauce back up to par here. I got too distracted, guys. But it's okay. It doesn't look horrible. It is a little toasted, more than I want it to be. But that's what rustic pies end up looking like. Alright, so we got our chicken in the oven. We'll let that finish. Once our sauce comes back up to heat here, we're going to add the coconut. And then we will add our thickening agent. Ooh. Ooh. That tastes so good. I'm a little bummed about the pie. Oh well. Oh well. We'll get over it. I guarantee the flavor is going to be there. It's really the only important part. Oh. All right, this is starting to come up to heat. Let's add our coconut cream. Look at that color. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, our water's boiling. Let's add our noodles. All right, our noodles are noodling. This curry cream sauce looks, or curry coconut sauce looks insane. Tastes great. We're hitting a salt hitter. Oh. Easy, brother. All right, minute or two longer on the noodles. Bear with me while I blow my nose. All right, noodles are looking pretty good. Let's start adding a little bit of our thickening agent to our sauce here. This is the garbanzo bean or chickpea flour. A little bit at a time. We have about 1/4 of a cup here. Not a crazy amount, but we do want to make sure there's no clumps. Turn our heat down. Let's get these guys out into our strainer. You guys can kind of see this. All right, let those sit. We're gonna hit them with a little bit of sesame oil. That's just gonna help with flavor and texture, and to make sure they don't clump together and like become this one solidified like noodle. All right, first little round of flour went well. Let's add our next bit. And let's get a taste. It tastes insane. We're gonna let it keep going. Check on our chicken. Looking good. Let's switch to kind of where they're at in the oven. All right. Rest of the night, we are just letting this come together. So we're reducing. Bear with me, my hair is crazy. We're reducing our soup base here. It already tastes flavor-wise is exactly where we want it. Just letting this reduce kind of really come up on our flavors. Our chicken is going to need probably 10 to 20 more minutes. Finish it under the broiler. Get it nice and crispy. The seasoning looks great. Let that keep coming up. We can probably crack our eggs. Get those sliced. And then get to plating here. Let's take a moment to clean what we can clean. All right, let's add a little bit more of our flour. And let it come back up to temp. Feeling like we might want to blitz this guy as well. Kind of a freak when it comes to this. I just want everything to be smooth and delicious. It's a quick blitz, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. All right, chicken's looking good. Let's get this guy. All right. Let's get some of these eggs cracked and ready. looking down here. What are you grabbing? All right. We got our shell napkin and our clean napkin. Moment so you guys can see what I'm doing. I feel like I went a little under on these. I'm okay with that, but it always makes it for a gentle peel. All right, they're peeling easy. Love to see it. Oh, gotta be careful. All right, let's rub these guys off, get any last shells. Okay. Just doing a basic slice down the center. Almost over. Guess my boil was hard. Nice and jammy, but like maybe a minute too long for my preference. Wish they were just a touch runnier. But that's okay. These look good. These look good. Alright, let's give this guy another taste and kind of run for its money. Thickness is looking great. Texture's looking great. Coats the back of the spoon here. Just a touch of salt to finish. This is looking really good. Alright, let's take a look at our chicken. Couple more minutes on the chicken, and we will be in good shape. Everything else is feeling good, looking good, tasting good. Let's get a final. That could have been so bad. Let's get a final cocktail. Maybe I don't need one after dropping the knife like that, but. Alright, do we have any ice? That is the question. No. We do not. Woo! This one's gonna be rough. Alright, little vodka soda with remnants. Cheers to all those partaking, watching, hanging. What are you looking at? Huh? Alright, let's get this guy stirred again. Wow, I'm so into this. I'm so into this. Okay, let's get our noodles kind of plated here. Need these hot. All right, let's get some of these. Oh, these are hot. Oh, buddy. All right, last thing on our agenda here is figuring out the chicken. Let's take a look, see what we're looking like. All right, so these look gorgeous to me. Heavily seasoned in the oven for about 40 minutes. I think they need a little bit longer, if I'm being honest. We're gonna turn on the broiler. Last time I turned the pie into a rustic pie, it was not burnt. So hopefully we don't do the same thing with the chicken here. Fingers crossed. The rest of this feels good, looks good. We're very close. Here we go. All right. Cheers. Couple more minutes. We'll put this guy to bed. Thanks for hanging, per usual. Means a lot. Stoked for soup. Rainy-ish Seattle Sunday. Dreading work tomorrow, but that is the huge. All right, how is our chicken doing? Getting toasty. We got the broiler on. Heavy seasoning on that end. Look good. Let's try to. All right, we just raised the rack by one little level. Encourage our cooking here, and then let's put this to bed. How you doing, bud? How you doing? Come on. Come on. Come on. You guys can kind of see him. Oh. Oh. Scooped up. Big boy. Big boy. Alright, we're starting to get a little crispy on the top. Exactly what we're looking for. Mere seconds. And then we're plating, cutting the chicken, getting this guy ready to go. The only extra I'm missing is like a little bit of a thinly sliced fresh onion. That'd be great on the top, especially white onion against this like great contrasted look, this like deep yellow. And then the cilantro and egg. But other than that, I think we have a pretty authentic Burmese coconut noodle soup in front of us here. All right, let's take a look at our chicken. Ooh. This looks so good. Let these guys sit for a second or two. Let's give this guy a little twirl. Turn our heat up. Alright, let's grab one of these guys. Maybe stick on the bottom, not bad at all. My thought is we'll like thinly slice these and then lay them across the top. But if you know anything about me, I hate and suck at plating. So hopefully this looks how I have it in my head here. Okay. Turn this guy off. Alright, let's plate this. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I feel like I'm going to make a mess, but that's okay. Boy. All right, let's do this. There we have it. We have a Burmese chicken coconut noodle soup. Absolutely gorgeous. The curry or whatever you want to call this is like exactly what I'm looking for. Heavy aromatics flavors with the chicken and then a little bit of the fish sauce at the end. Tastes so good. We also have our rustic blueberry pie here. Don't look at it too long. I'm beyond excited for that. We'll show you what slicing into that looks like later. Appreciate each and every one of you. It looks like me and Devin are the only ones watching tonight. That is okay. We're gonna eat. We're gonna have a good rest of the night. Thank you all for hanging and enjoying the Sunday with me. Until next Sunday, which I probably won't be here because it's Easter, but maybe the weekend after that. All right. Thank you.